An award-winning barbecue spot is set to close. They say the rising cost of beef is too much to keep up with. Fox 7's Marco Bitonel is live from Pflugerville with the story. Marco.
Mike, Brotherton's Black Iron Barbecue has been around for nearly a decade, and it's become a staple here in Pflugerville. But they say with the state of the economy and the price they're paying for beef, they had no choice but to shut their doors.
I'm always going to remember Brotherton's, always, but nobody can do it like Brotherton does.
A barbecue icon in Pflugerville now in some of its final days.
I've grown up with this restaurant, and I've seen it change, and I've seen the tides of time.
For Braden Brotherton, barbecue has long been a part of his life. His father, John, first opened the doors of Brotherton's Black Iron Barbecue in 2017. It quickly became an award-winning and beloved spot. In 2024, John would pass away and Braden would help run the restaurant, but the costs have been adding up.
We've been struggling financially for a very long time now.
And he says a big part of that struggle has been the rising price of beef. And just the last year alone, the cost of beef in Texas has soared by around 15%.
Beef prices are over $5 a pound on the restaurant side of things, getting close to $6 a pound. And with all of the other prep work and trimming that goes into it on our end, it just kind of forces us to raise ours if we're going to make any kind of profit margin.
Brotherton's Barbecue first posted they were at risk of closing their doors in January. They were met with overwhelming support from the community, but even then it wasn't enough, and they could only raise their prices so high.
There's only so far we can go before that starts turning people away too. I don't feel good about the way that we have to have to do things like that if we're going to stay open.
On Sunday, they would make the announcement they were closing at the end of August. For many in Pflugerville, it's been an emotional goodbye.
I'm trying to keep myself.
Ashley Griggs comes to the spot at least once a week, and she even used to work there when it was first opened by John Brotherton in 2017.
John was really into the community. Like, he tried to help out everybody. Seeing how much it's grown and flourished and all the faces and everything, it's heartbreaking.
On Wednesday, a line stretching through the building just minutes after open. In just 2 hours, they would be all sold out.
The love, the energy that you come in when you come in, you feel like you are welcome. And the food is worth the money you pay for it.
How you doing, sir? Good. What are you getting today?
Though shutting its doors, Brotherton's will never forget the community that's been behind them every step of the way.
It really, really does mean the world to know how important and like how loved we are. We've made a lot of friends in Pflugerville. I'm glad that we've got to do what we've got to do.
Brotherton's also says that the parking situation played a factor in their closure. They have to share a very small lot with about 15 other businesses and food trucks, and they says it's been very hard for their customers to find parking. Mike.
Marco, if anybody wants to help out, what can they do?
Yeah, well, that final day of service is set for Sunday, August 30th, and all they're asking people to do is come in, say hi, and one last time get some of that barbecue before it's gone. Mike.
All right, Marco Bitonel from Pflugerville, thank you.